guys, I am Lanikia, and you are watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Bold and the Beautiful edition. Oh, I hope my mic isn't too loud on y'all. I'm sorry if it is. Just turn the volume down, child. All right, so today is Tuesday, January the 2nd, 2024. Happy New Year's, y'all. I hope you had a wonderful holidays, Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I hope everything, you're able to set your goals and knock it out. All right, let's get into this. First of all, why y'all didn't hit me up and say, Nikki, review this soap? Start watching the soap again because it's good. Child, I was like, let me just peek in on what's going on the Bold and the Beautiful. And I said, wait a minute, who? Xander. And so they started doing flashbacks and everything. I said, these are the type of flashbacks I like, where you haven't seen it in a while. So Xander is there with Finn, right? So he's all talking to him, and he saw the picture of Steffi. He was like, Steffi, your wife? He said, oh no, I can't deal with you as my doctor. And so Finn is like, what's going on? And he said, I used to work at Forest. You don't know the story? And he says, well, let me tell you one thing. And then your brother-in-law, Thomas, be careful of him, because I don't care what he said and how much he say he unchanged or anything. The man is still the same, and he is a murderer. And Finn said, you can't talk about my brother-in-law like that. What you trying to say? What you mean? He said, no, he is a murderer. He murdered Emma. So then they do the flashback, y'all, of Emma, and we see like what's going on there and everything. And it's like, oh, okay. And I was like, who is Emma? I know Emma. She's played on something else. Like she's had a major role in something else. But I'm like, who is Emma? I know her. But anyway, so they show the flashback, and Xander is just like, listen, you could take my advice or not, but somebody who would lie about a baby, murder is not that far off. And she died in a car crash. She died in a car crash and everything. So I don't know what to tell you, but go ahead. And so he tells him, I can't work with you. And so he gets out, and I said, Xander, I know this not it. I know y'all didn't bring him in for that. I'm gonna need him to stay a little longer. But anyways, so Finn is just like, he's in shock about what he's heard. So then Miss Brooke comes, like, y'all, I might be getting some of these episodes mixed up, because y'all know when I binge watch it, it all just, the episodes is all like one big episode to me when I binge watch it, because it's the same thing sometimes over and over. So we see Steffi is with Ridge, and she trying to tell Ridge, you not taking it seriously. Something Thomas is going to lose it if he does not be with Hope. She done actually slept with, she didn't say all this, but this is what I heard. She done actually slept with him. She gave him some and everything. He gonna lose it if she leave him. You're not listening, Dad. And then Brooke comes in and she said, I'm gonna have to agree with Steffi. And she said, now listen, Ridge, I know it might seem like, oh, I'm just protecting Brooke. Excuse me, Hope. She said, but I'm protecting Thomas too, because I don't want him going psycho. Because if he doesn't go psycho, then her daughter is safe. You know what I'm trying to say. If he doesn't go into his whole I'm obsessed with Hope again, then Hope is safe. So that's why she doesn't want him. She was like, I don't want him to getting his feelings hurt. Little girl, I don't want him to getting his feelings hurt, and I don't want Hope to get hurt. And Steffi said, because Hope don't want that man like that. She is not as serious about him as he is about her. And Ridge just, well, maybe they can work out. Maybe they can work out. I said, okay, child. Okay. And he tells Brooke, if sometimes it feels like it's back in the day when it was just like you were she was putting Thomas down, or she was like, it's not that. She was like, I want the best for Thomas too. That's why I don't want him with Hope, because I don't think being with Hope is the best for him. Like, find somebody you were not obsessed with. They can't talk to Ridge about it, and no, don't. I'm sorry, y'all. They can't talk to Ridge about it. He won't listen. And so they just going about their business. So then Steffi goes over there to her husband's place, and so she goes to Finn's office, and she was talking to him, and she was just like, oh, this whole thing with Thomas got me stressed out. And so he talked to her, and he said this guy named Xander was here. And so he says the name, and she was like, what was he doing here? I thought he was in London. He was like, he came for an exam and all that. And she told her he didn't know who I was at all. But when he found out, he was shook, and he told me, um, she said, "Did he tell you about Beth and he was in his involvement?" He said, "No, he just told me he used to work at Forrester." She said, "Yeah, we had to fire him and all this and that." And then they start talking about Thomas again. And she tells him how she is concerned about Thomas and how he will, because she knows that Hope isn't into him. And he says, maybe Thomas has, this is Finn to Steffi, maybe Thomas hasn't changed the way we think he has. And she said, why would you say that? He's making good strides. And he said, but look how he went off on you. Like he was in your face. He was threatening you. She was like, no, that's my brother and all that. He was like, Steffi, he was aggressive towards you. I didn't like laying down the law and doing all this. And she was like, no, it's not like that. And then he said, she was like, so what is Xander want? And he said, I don't know how to tell you this, girl. And I said, you could have told her this 2 commercial breaks ago. I could have said it too. But he said, I don't know how to tell you this, but Xander said your brother is a murderer. So then we're going to have to get it tomorrow to see the rest of the information. I said, but Finn, you told the right one, because this one right here, she going to get to the bottom of it. This Steffi, now Steffi be getting on my nerves sometimes, but I do like that. We weren't here to talk about the awards and everything, the daytime awards. And I know people are happy that Ridge finally won and Steffi won and everything. But I honestly thought, and I'm using their character names because I don't know all of their real names. But I thought Chelsea from Young and the Restless did a wonderful job in her storyline. So I was shocked that she didn't win that. And then I was shocked that Chad from Days of Our Lives, he did a phenomenal job. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I was a little shocked that these two won. I'm not saying they didn't deserve it. I was just surprised. I thought it was going to other people. But that don't mean they don't deserve it, even though they do the same storylines over and over. And they but anyways, let's move on. So that's what he tells her, that your brother is a murderer, is what Xander told me. So then we go over here to Thomas. I said, now listen, Thomas. Now I know I hadn't watched it in a while, but the last time I checked, and catching up a little bit on it, Hope is always made it clear that you ain't nothing more than a booty call. That's what it is. She's always let you know, I just need you when I need you. And I said, so why are we down on our knee? But I ain't gonna lie. If Thomas had said, would you marry her? I'd be like, yes, yes. But that's only because I would have wanted that ring, because that ring was gorgeous. I said, yes. Got the ring and be like, this isn't working out. Can I keep the ring? But anyways, she tells him, Thomas, I wasn't expecting this. He was like, what? I said, girl, stop sleeping with this man. He is in love with you. He has told you multiple times that he's in love with you. Now, this is where I always said that Hope, on one hand, she lets Thomas know that she just wants, some needs fulfilled. But on the other hand, she does kind of keep the door open where I could see where he would be a little confused or whatever by it. And that's what I've always said, that Hope, if you don't want him like that and you know he loves you like that, stop sleeping with that man and leave him alone, because you're confusing him. Like we do that with women all the time. We say, stop messing with her if you're not sure you want her. It's the same way with men too. If you're a woman and you're not sure you want him, leave that man alone. And Hope, you should have left this one alone. So he all on one knee, and she tells him, Thomas, I can't do this. Like, I'm not in a place to do this right now. Like, I just left my husband, and my marriage just ended. I'm trying to get Beth situated. I'm like, I got other stuff going on that, I need to focus on that. And he like, that's okay, girl, because I know in the end we gonna be together. I said, Thomas, did you not hear what she just said? Hope, stop sleeping with this man. I know I'm gonna say it 10 more times, because stop sleeping with him. He would not be confused if you would stop it. Stop it. Stop inviting this man over to your place. Stop sleeping with him in the office, or having to kiss him, or telling him, I love that you love me and all that kind of stuff. Stop sending this man mixed signals, because he thinking you want him like that, and you don't want him like that. I told you didn't want him like that. Even though they all try to tell us, because those of us that saw what Hope was doing from the very beginning, I'm not saying she was doing it on purpose, but we saw that she didn't really want him. She just wanted some. And we tried to tell the people that love Thomas, nah, he shouldn't mess with her. But y'all was so excited about this Hope and Thomas relationship. Y'all was so excited. We wanted y'all to have your little happiness. And now some of y'all don't even like it anymore because you was like, she don't want him. We've been telling you this. And Thomas still, the girl rejected your proposal, and he's still like, I know one day. I said, but boy, bye, bye. That's all.